So, Illia, thank you again for talking to me and making time to talk to me again. Slava told me actually that right after our talk, you had to leave for a bomb shelter. Are you all right? What happened? Can you give us an insight? What happened?
Yes, and that's right. After the stream, our alarm system started sirens. I left my house. I went to bomb shelter, but everything is okay. It was only alarm system, so any of those bad rockets couldn't reach the Kyiv, so it's okay. But a couple days before the stream, two rockets hit in Kyiv. It was at least 2 blocks from my house, but I'm alive. Yes,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
good.
That's such a crazy situation, and thank God that you're safe right now. Could you tell us a little bit more about the situation? How does life work for you right now? Because with your background right now, you're like in your safe blue square, but a few days ago, next door, bombs came down.
It's really a weird situation because the war is continue in Ukraine, but Kiev go through this war, and a lot of people came back to the city. A lot of cars, a lot of restaurants and cafeterias are open now, and everything looks like normal life. But sometimes you can hear some alarm system, and you have to make a powerful choice: stay on the streets or go into some shelter. But we are all believe in Ukrainian army, and we can feel safety on the streets.
That's good to hear. I mean, we all continue to view the news and see that stuff changes all the time. So it's interesting to hear what it feels like for you in there. So you told us that normality is kind of creeping in, but it's like a new normality. So what are you doing at the moment? I mean, you're a choreographer, dancer, performer. In the stream, you told us you have a new side job, to say, but can you tell us about that? And are there any ways you can put dance or art into your life as well, like some kind of therapy, or is that completely unthinkable at the moment?
First of all, dancing in Kiev, for now, it is a mission impossible because of war. I had a new job, a new side job. As you said, I'm a taxi driver, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool because I like driving, and I think I'm really doing pretty things because I help people to get from point A to point B. And every day after my job, when I come home, I'm sent some money from my work to the army, and I really believe that it will help. So we are continue fighting in any variation.
It's interesting to know that you can actually send money from your job to the army, but it's interesting. Could you tell me what you were working on, or what was the last project you were working on before all this started?
My last project, last project, yes, it was the wall.
Okay.
Yes. Because the premiere was in October last year, so it's pretty fresh. We had shown this production only once in October, and we hope that we will do it again and again in Ukraine, in Europe. Maybe we can pass through the ocean with this work.
That would be awesome, because I mean, I saw the video. I really liked the excerpt that I saw. It's interesting what an atmosphere you created. And as we also said on Friday, we would love to have it in our festival in July. I don't know how possible things are until then, and how that might work, but fingers crossed. I don't know. Maybe we are lucky and that can happen, and I would really love to see that. or maybe the next year, or at some point we will see that here in Cologne. Just another dance-related question, because when I'm having a choreographer at hand, I have to ask if you can tell me a little bit about the contemporary dance scene in Ukraine in general.
In Ukraine, we have a strong community, strong contemporary dance community. We know each other. We had a lot of workshops in Kyiv, in Kharkiv, in Dnipro, in Lviv, in other big cities and small cities. I'm also a ballet dancer. I'm a principal soloist in Kyiv Modern Ballet. In Kyiv Modern Ballet, I think 7 or 8 years. It's a modern theater, and Ukrainian contemporary dance is developing, but not so quickly as we want to.
What may the future hold for you?
First of all, I know that Ukrainian culture will rise up after our victory, because I don't see another way to end this war. So it's completely will be grateful times for Ukrainian culture. For me, as I am more ballet dancer than a teacher, so every day, every hour, every time when some strange people came to my car, I speak to them, and I'm accumulating emotions, stories from other people, my own thoughts, and trying to make some vocabulary, you know.
Yeah.
And I hope it will help me in the future to make some interesting productions. I'm just collecting.
That totally makes sense. Like so much is happening, so many different people you are seeing, and different views and different feelings. And speaking of the future, I think you already gave me an impression how you feel about the future, but could you put it in one sentence what your hopes or what your feelings for the future are?
I know that I'm totally want peace. I'm totally want open people, open space for any activity, open hearts, open minds, and take some coffee on Krещатик or Podil. It's a district in Kyiv, with my friends, with my colleagues, with talking about future productions. Yes, that's what I want.
That sounds like a really nice and bright future. I think that it will come soon.
Yes.
Do you have a message to the world now? What do you need for us to do?
I want to everybody know that Ukrainian people still fight in the west side of Ukraine, in the east side of Ukraine, and we are keep fighting in our minds, in our hearts, on the streets, in the houses. We are really need to support. Sometimes it's not about weapon. Sometimes it's about some messages from here. As I said, we all want peace. We all want to blockade the Mariupol. I know a lot of people from Mariupol. I know some warriors in Azovstal. They are now. So I'm pray the Lord to help them. But I realized that without support from another countries, support from another nations, it's not gonna work. So please help Ukrainian people. Please support Ukrainian people. And I want to say thank you, everyone who did it already.
That's a great message for the end. Thank you so much for taking the time, giving us a bit of insights about everything, like your life, your art, and your country's atmosphere at the moment.